Today on Delta Safari, we're in Delta, Alabama, where we are climbing to the highest point in the state, Mount Cheaha. I'm your host, Stu Donald. Let's head to Delta. Hey Delta, did you know HIKE is actually an acronym for Having in the Woods Kinda Experience?
Bless your heart. You're a little special, aren't you, sugar?
And now, the conclusion of Scaling Mount Cheaha. In addition to the lodge rooms, rock cabins, and A-frame chalets, Cheaha offers improved camping in the park, primitive camping near the highest point, and CCC primitive camping near Cheaha Lake. Groups enjoy Cheaha's historic CCC Bald Rock Lodge, which has 12 bedrooms and baths, with beautiful grand hall for retreats, weddings, family reunions, meetings, and more. Take a swim and cool down in Cheaha Lake. Surround yourself in its cold mountain water. Relax on the beach and watch the kids have fun in the sun. This 6-acre lake was created by the Civilian Conservation Corps, the CCC. The kids will enjoy the playground, beach, diving platform, fishing with valid Alabama fishing license, hiking trails, and so much more. Guests must provide their own beach towels. Families can enjoy picnics, fishing, sunning, swimming, and hiking. A day use admission fee is charged to enter the park. Alabama law requires that all eligible anglers 16 years of age and older have in their possession a valid state of Alabama fishing license. Due to the size of our lake, we only allow hand-launched boats and electric motors. The Cheaha Wilderness area has so much to offer. Surrounded completely by the Talladega National Forest, Cheaha State Park is ideal for access to the Kentucky ORV ATV Trail. Guests may also purchase day passes for USFS Talladega National Forest recreation areas and the ARB ATV Trail from the Cheaha Mountain Store. The park is home to the Cheaha Trailhead of the Pinhoti Trail, which connects the Appalachian Trail and access to the Odium Scott Trail, and the Chinabee Silent Trail. Rock climbing and rappelling is a unifying activity complete with challenge, commitment, camaraderie, and personal success. A great activity for groups or individuals, rock climbing and rappelling groups seek the adventure of rock gardens and Pulpit Rock Trail each year. Cheaha State Park requires each person to sign a waiver at the mountain store as they enter the park. Cheaha State Park does not provide equipment or instructors. This area requires trained and professional guides for rock climbing and rappelling. Day use fee will apply. Discover the beauty of the highest point in Alabama on an island in the sky. Cheaha Resort State Park, which is located on the southernmost tip of the Appalachian Mountain chain, is the oldest park in Alabama, established in 1933, and is considered by many to be one of the most unique parks in the nation. Imagine 2,799 acres of granite boulders and wind-warped ancient trees at 2,407 feet above sea level, often above the clouds, and surrounded by 392,567 acres of the Talladega National Forest, including 7,245 acres of Cheaha Wilderness. The trek from the parking lot to the overlook at Bald Rock is aided by this wonderful boardwalk. However, if you're the rough and tumble mountain folk type like Luke and I, you're going to want to take the primitive trail. Cheaha State Park seems to be far removed from civilization. However, this park is only 30 minutes or so away from several historic downtowns like Oxford, Heflin, Anniston, Talladega, Linville, Munford, and Ashland. They are packed with shopping, dining, cultural arts, and recreational opportunities. There are 3 main routes to lead to Cheaha State Park. The park recommends traveling on the Talladega Scenic Drive, Highway 281, which is well maintained, wide, and easily driven by large recreational vehicles. Alabama Highway 49 is also a great route, and it connects with Alabama Highway 281. The scenic road less traveled is Cheaha Road, or County Road 42, from Mumford, Alabama, which winds its way through the Talladega National Forest with curves, roadside brambles, and uneven asphalt. Cheaha Road is a picturesque route through the forest. However, since it is not a refined road, the park does not recommend it for large recreational vehicles. From this point forward, no more words are needed. As I mentioned earlier, before leaving the park, we stopped by the park store so that I could take care of some very important business. This was old Luke's first park, and he needed to get a medallion put on his hiking vest. The first of many to come, I am sure. Now, maybe it's because I'm a chef, but I have always thought that whenever you travel, you should try to avoid eating at any large chain restaurants. I mean, the whole point in traveling is to experience new things and places and culture. Food, I always try and eat at some locally or regionally based restaurant. That includes when I only have time to hit a drive-thru. Now, I could go to any one of the usual suspects, but I chose to eat at the locally owned Jack's. And I encourage you to do that whenever you travel as well. So how was it? Well, it was way better than anything some clown can throw at you through a window. As I have stated many times before, there is no tradition more sacred than the post-hike meal. So when Luke and I came off the mountain today, we headed for the first barbecue joint that was open. And that took us to the town of Talladega. The place that was open was Campbell's Barbecue. And it was absolutely what I was looking for. Just a little shack on the side of the road. You walk up, order it, they hand it to you through a window, you're off on your way. I ended up going to Veterans Memorial Park. It's like 3 blocks away. It was fantastic. Pulled pork sandwich was just off the charts good. It's one of the best pulled pork sandwiches I've ever had. But that's the thing about the post-hike meal. You burn so many calories. You've been out in nature where your senses are heightened. You're just more perceptive. No matter what you get at your post-hike meal, it's liable to be the best example of that you've ever had in your life. Now, the great thing about North Alabama is they have this incredible barbecue. The state even has erected a North Alabama BBQ Trail. I will make sure to include a link to that in the description below.
Luke the dog here coming at you, asking you to please remember to click the like and subscribe. Ooh, squirrel! I'll be back.